Hello and welcome to Bird Talk Radio. I am your host, Joshua Martin. I'll be going over the games, the scores, and, everything Philadelphia Eagles. Go Birds. Now let's start the show. Hello, and welcome to another edition, or actually, not another edition, but welcome to the season finale of Bird Talk Radio. As we saw last night, the football season is finally over. I guess I got to talk about the game, but it was a good game. I'm not going to lie. It was a good game. It was a good battle between both of us. Philadelphia Eagles, we saw their second quarter performance as usual. Ooh, I'm far away now. But we saw their second quarter performance as usual, 17 points in the second quarter, go on the halftime on a beautiful lead, and then the second half comes. I guess since I'm going to be talking about the game for a little while, we can start pulling up the photos if you want in order. That man that you saw on the screen right there, one should have been MVP of the league, and two should have been MVP of the game. I mean, he had an unbelievable game for someone that's just starting out in the NFL and starting on a new team, and the road that he has had after losing his starting job to Tua in Alabama, transfers to Oklahoma. I want to say he wins the Heisman in Oklahoma. I don't think he did, though. But goes to the college playoffs for Oklahoma, loses in there, gets drafted by the Eagles, which is a very odd team to draft him because we had Carson Wentz at the time. Draft him in the second round, and he plays at the end of his rookie year. Last year, he finally starts the whole season, barely makes it in the playoffs, and then the turnaround from last year to this year, I mean, just incredible. I'm just glad to have. I'm finally actually happy to have Jalen Hurts as quarterback for my team. Like I said, the culture is different now in Philadelphia, so I think we're going to be seeing a couple more wins in the future for them. And I know the first initiative for Philly now is to sign Jalen Hurts because his rookie deal is up, so we're definitely going to give him a contract to stay. And definitely with everyone else, I know the only person I can think off the top of my head as right now that may want to leave is James Bradberry. I think he was planning on going back to the Giants in the offseason, but we'll see what happens with that. But like I said, the first priority right now for Philly is definitely signing Jalen Hurts to a new deal to keep him. In the Super Bowl, he did have an unbelievable performance, 27-38, 304 passing yards, 1 touchdown, pinpoint accuracy, no interceptions. He did have that one turnover where he was going to do like a QB draw and then fumble the ball, and they recovered it for a fumble recovery touchdown. But besides that, I mean, in the QB sneaks, I mean, that is it's unstoppable. If we go to the next image, I think it's Kadarius Toney on the next one. Yeah, and this play right here, this punt return by Kadarius Toney. I mean, the second half by the Chiefs was unbelievable. And the defense for Philly kind of I don't want to say they slowed down at the end, but the Chiefs' offense has really turned up the game in the second half. I mean, obviously this punt return helps them out, unbelievable, but it also helps us out too because they scored right away for we can get the ball and score again too with, not a lot of clock to scare us, If you go to the next image, let's see what that is. That's Jalen Hurts, one of his rushing touchdowns. Like I said, the QB sneak, and Nick Sirianni, what he has created for this offense this year is absolutely incredible. I know we're losing our offensive coordinator. He's leaving. He's going to Indianapolis Colts as the head coach for them as of now. But like I said, Jalen Hurts, 15 carries, 70 rushing yards, 3 rushing touchdowns in that beautiful 28-yard touchdown or 28-yard run. He went to the left. I think it was literally the play after his fumble. They come back in, kick it off. Literally the first play. Same thing, QB scramble, QB draw. Up the left side, though, and gets a beautiful run for it. It just shows the confidence that we have in that man right there. But if you go to the next image, the best run of the night, by far to none, is, I don't even know how he does it he re-injured his ankle before halftime too. I don't know what type of drugs they've gave him. I mean, I wish I had those drugs because, oh my God, he wasn't feeling a thing, I'm pretty sure. I mean, this run up the middle, it looked like nothing was bothering him at all. It was a 26-yard run up the middle, sets them up for perfect last possession field goal, game-winning field goal. Just unbelievable performance by him. I mean, he deserves to have MVP of the season. He deserves to have Super Bowl MVP. And I mean, like I said before, it seems a little weird. 2004, we go against a brand new dynasty in Tom Brady and lose to that. 2003, we might have the same history repeating itself, going against a brand new dynasty in Patrick Mahomes and losing there. First year of getting an all-star wide receiver, the one in 2004, we got Terrell Owens, and he kind of took us to the championship. We get A.J. Brown from Tennessee Titans. He kind of brings us to the championship by giving us a star receiver, you know. But like I said, there's something different in Philly now. I think we have a winning culture there. The NFC is not the toughest of the toughest anymore. It looks like the AFC is going to be really the tough side of the NFL. So that's kind of good for Philly, and especially the division they're in. Dallas with Dak Prescott, I don't know what's going to happen with them. New York Giants is actually looking pretty good, so we'll see what happens in the future. But like I said, I think Philly's in good hands for quite a while. If we go to the next image, that's when it starts the conspiracy theories. That's where Andy Reid right there is handing money to the refs. You can't see it, but if you zoom in real close, you know he's handing some $100 bills. And if you go to the next image after that, this is the play right here that's considered holding. James Bradbury said he was holding too. But he played for the New York Giants, and he said he wants to go back to the New York Giants. So I don't know what to believe. But this was a 3rd and 15. They were on the 25-yard line, something like that. Chiefs were about to score. 3rd and 15, and they call it a holding penalty. And there was a minute half left on the clock. I don't even think it was. I think it was a little more than that. But what the difference is they score the field goal, and they have the same lead that they won the game with, 38-35, right? This gives Philadelphia a chance, an actual chance to come back. An actual chance to show that Jalen Hurts is him. An actual chance to show that it's a good game between two powerhouse offensives that just keep fighting back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But instead, someone that's not even playing the game, someone that's just watching the game, someone that's supposed to be officiating the game to make sure that both players have equal opportunities on both sides, they throw out a tiny little yellow flag that alters the game to what it could have been. It's 3rd and 15. They run the same play. They did this play twice before, and we got burned on it twice. They scored a touchdown on this play, where it was a slant in, but literally they cut right back out. They scored a touchdown on that, and we got burnt, yes. They run the same exact play, and James Bradbury's an all-pro cornerback, so he goes, oh, I know what this play is, so he makes a last-minute decision and tries to catch up with the man by making sure he's still in hands distance with him. You can call that holding if you want, but they get a whole new set of downs, and they can run the clock out and kick a field goal with 8 seconds remaining on the score, on the clock. I mean, it is what it is. It's done. It's past. But I think they need to let the players play ball and stop letting the referees interfere with game decision calls like this. I mean, I don't want to go too far into it, but that would be pretty cool to see, like, level 1 penalties and level 2 penalties or something like that, And then under 2 minutes, the level 1 penalties go away. And level 2, if it's literally serious, if it's serious, then they can call it. But if it's not, they let the players play ball. I mean, we're seeing this now, Super Bowls, but we're seeing this in everywhere. Basketball, people going to the line for very soft calls that can just be looked past. Everything doesn't have to be called. Not everything has to be called. But if we go to the next image, I don't remember what the next one was. Oh, okay. We can go to the next image after that one. And that's the Chiefs holding up the Vince Lombardi Trophy. One of the most beautiful trophies, the second most beautiful trophy. I don't think anything beats the World Pennant or the World Series trophy. That trophy is just miraculously beautiful. I mean, that one in the Stanley Cup. Stanley Cup, that one has a special place. That one's different. But Vince Lombardi Trophy right there, held by Patrick Mahomes. Ugh. I don't know. It was a good game. It was actually a really good game. I'm happy it was a close battle between both of them. We got to see the Kelce brothers go at it one another. Jason Kelce, that might have been his last game. He might be retired after this. We have Cam Jurgens now, who we drafted in the second round. So we knew he was going to be a replacement for Jason Kelce soon to come. So I don't know. Just an exciting game. I guess I'm going to take a commercial break, and when I come back, we're going to do a little golf talk, actually, a little basketball talk, and some surprising news on what's going to happen with the sports network. But we'll be right back to Bird Talk Radio after these quick little breaks.
Welcome to AMP2 TV, the first and only internet production company that's truly plugged in. When you're looking for a full-service internet radio, TV production company, discover AMP2 TV. AMP2 TV is a full-service media company that can provide all streaming videos, video studios, radio studios, and television studios. Call us today at 866-224-5422, for no business is too small to grow to be accounted. It's time for your message to be seen. Let AMP2 TV help get you there.
Being a successful woman in business means having the courage to own who you are. We understand the challenges faced by women, and we are here to help. Our team is here to develop the best strategy designed just for you. Your path is unique, and with the right tools, you can accomplish your dream. From radio to TV, from podcasting to magazines, we create the visibility to amplify your impact in business. At New Dawn Media, we are here to help bring your message forward and help your business flourish. It is time for your message to be seen and your voice to be heard. Contact us at 866-224-5422 or brooklyncafe.tv. Your voice can make a difference.
To Bird Talk Radio. I'm your host, Joshua Martin. Little basketball talk real quick. Boston Celtics, still the best team in the league. No one's stopping them right now. MVP race, though, I don't think Jason Tatum's at the top, though. We all know who's at the top. And I don't know why they don't give the MVP. Oh, I take that back. I was going to say, I don't know why they don't give MVPs to centers anymore because Jokic won it 2 in a row. But Embiid better be the front runner of MVP race right now. That's all I got to say. Boston Celtics are the number 1 team in the league right now, number 1 team in the East. And the Milwaukee Bucks are on a roll right now, too. 10-game win streak. They finally reclaimed the second spot in the Eastern Conference, with Philadelphia being right behind them. But the main talk of the story now is what happened with the trades. The Eastern Conference is not a strong conference anymore. They're strong with the Celtics, Bucks, and Sixers, yes. But besides that, everyone else has a clear shot to make it to the Eastern Conference Finals and win the Eastern Conference. Everyone kind of moved to the Western side for whatever reason. I think John Morant tweeted something like, "Oh, the West is easy," or something like that, and now everyone's coming over to them. Kevin Durant, he left. Obviously, he requested a trade after Kyrie left. Kyrie went to the Dallas Mavericks. We saw that last week. And then KD goes to the Phoenix Suns. You ready to come in and talk a little bit about this? All right, what mic you on? Two. All right, let's load up at A2 and bring Casey in. Because, look at that shot. Do you want to talk about the trades for a little bit?
I think that was just the biggest letdown of a big three the NBA has ever had. I mean, we really wanted the Nets and the Lakers to go at each other for the finals, and that's just something we never got, and it's just the biggest disappointment of a big three.
Do you know how many games they played together?
Like 20.
No,
not even that. 20, like 14.
16. I think it's 16 or 17, and the percentage of that is less than 25%. Like the amount of games they played in Brooklyn.
And they talk about the Lakers being an old team, which they are, but
okay. Well, the Lakers are a little different because I think you have to realize that it's not, if you put a bunch of superstars together, it doesn't work. You have to put team chemistry together. You got to build a team. That's why I think the Celtics are better. That's why I think the Bucks are better, and that's why I think the Sixers are better, because they built a team. They drafted these players. They drafted Jason Tatum. They drafted Giannis.
They're not,
they
like,
drafted
trading players everywhere and trying to make a better team. They're building their team.
Yeah, that's what you gotta have to do. You have to have.
That's what basically
teammates
how
around you.
Football is too. That's
Yeah.
what the Eagles are doing.
That's
They're building
why
their
I
team.
think Philly is. That's the only reason Philly is the best team in the league right now, because the culture is so much different over there right now. The Suns, I will say the Suns are probably the scariest team in the league right now with KD, because Devin Booker is a shooting machine. Chris Paul is the best point guard in the league. So we'll definitely see what happens there. But some of these trades, I mean, like I said, the Western Conference is by far the strongest conference right now. Some talks with the play-in tournament. Miami Heat, hopefully they don't get stuck in the play-in tournament. We'll see what happens to the Brooklyn Nets. They're in the 5 spot right now. I don't know how much longer they're going to stay there.
No.
But teams like Chicago Bulls, Toronto Raptors, who is in the 10th spot, these teams have a chance now to really go all out, make it into the play-in tournament, and see what they can do in the NBA playoffs. You know. Do you have any?
Nikola
Let's go to the
Jokic,
stats
because
real quick.
he's actually runner-up right now.
Who?
Jokic, whatever his name,
Jokic?
Yeah, Jokic. That's how you say it.
He's the second place right now?
No, he's in first place right now.
For the MVP
Yeah.
again?
Giannis is second,
Giannis is second.
and then you have Embiid and Luka. I said
So-
Luka last week, and he wasn't even in the picture.
I don't think Luka's going to win it anymore because they
think
got
so.
Kyrie now. But let's talk about the
he's
stats
hurt.
real quick. The number one leading in scoring right now is Joel Embiid, 33.4 points a game, and he led the league last year in points. No center has done that since Shaquille in 2001. Assist leader James Harden, 10.8. Okay. Well, I will say this, as a center, he's not a point guard, he's a center. And Nikola Jokic is third place leading for assists per game at 10.1. As a center, that is absolutely insane. I mean, he's above Ja Morant. He's only below Trae Young and James Harden. That's the only two people he's below. 3-pointers made, we're not going to talk about that because Steph, that's all he shoots. Terrible to the game. Rebound leader, Giannis, okay. I mean, I think it should be Embiid number 1. Maybe I'm biased. Maybe I am biased. But I think it should be Embiid number 1. I think Tatum should be talked about too.
Yes, he's
with
very
what
good.
The team, with the, what
plays
he's doing
Giannis
for the
tonight.
team. Oh, they're playing
They
tonight.
playing tonight.
Ooh, that's a good
TNT.
game. That's gonna
Tomorrow
be a
night,
good game.
Tuesday. TNT Tuesday.
Okay. So I got Embiid at the top. Okay. I'll give Jokic second, but I'm gonna give Jokic tied with Luka because Luka's having an absolutely outstanding season for him right now too. And then in the third place, I'll even up Giannis and Tatum. We'll see what they do at the second half of the season because All-Star break is coming up soon, really soon.
Like next week.
Yes, it's coming up soon. Oh, do you know who's in the dunk contest?
Sims.
I know not Williamson because
Ben
he's
Simmons?
hurt.
Sims from the Knicks. Sims is the center. He's in.
Oh, he's in it? I feel so bad because they don't respect the dunk contest.
Do you know who
anymore.
took over Zion Williamson, or was he even in it this year?
No, he wasn't
'Cause-
in the dunk contest. But he's not starting anymore. We have Ja Morant, Joel Embiid, and there's one other guy, I think from the Kings, taking over the 3 starter spots. They're taking out
Steph Curry.
KD, Steph Curry, and Zion because they're all injured. They're not going to be able to play for the All-Star break.
Yeah.
Um,
I saw KD get injured at that Heat game.
yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. You know, he has the skinniest legs ever. I was watching him. I was like, of course he gets hurt. Like, the
He's-
little twigs he has. Are you
well,
kidding?
do you know his nickname? No, that's not his nickname. He's the Slim Reaper.
I think I heard that in like middle school maybe and completely forgot about it. That's so
no,
funny.
that's a scary name. I'd be scared of that dude. If I played one-on-one with KD, I'd probably score.
He's tall.
I'd probably score a basket, but besides that, he'd probably score 100 points on me before I score that one basket. That's all I gotta say.
He started on a team that doesn't even exist anymore.
What do you mean?
Supersonics. Long time
Oh,
ago.
Seattle? Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
That's the team he got drafted by.
Yeah, long time ago.
You know, Ray Allen got. Look up Ray Allen highlights when he was on.
Miami Heat.
No. No.
He was amazing with the Miami Heat. You didn't see that shot? That saved him during the,
I understand that,
Okay.
but everyone knows that shot.
one of the best shots in NBA history.
But Ray Allen's, it was the Timberwolves. It was the Timberwolves. You got to look at the highlights of Ray Allen on the Timberwolves and the Supersonics. Because this is not a
What year?
This is not a 3-point, like early 90s maybe, or late 90s. This is not a Ray Allen that's shooting 3-pointers all the time. This is a Ray Allen that's driving in the paint and dunking on
I wish I,
don't
saw
know.
him in his prime, honestly.
He was a scary
was
man
cool.
in his younger days.
Man.
All right, and then I didn't mean to close this up. Last but not least, before closing up the show, one final time, I want to talk a little bit about golf. That was a beautiful swing.
Definitely a baseball.
Can we pull up that last image? Because this man, I know I'm wrapping it up though. This man right here, this beautiful man right there, Scotty Scheffler, he's going to have a Tiger Woods season this season. He's gonna have. Last year we saw him have a really good breakout season. He's finally back-to-back winners of the Phoenix Open. Yeah, the Phoenix Open, Waste Management Phoenix Open. And you got to look at the 16th hole. That one specific hole for golf has a crowd audience of 19,000 people on one hole, and it's a par 3. You know how scary that is to hit that one shot? I was watching it Saturday, and the first group that literally comes up to that hole, they all go in the bunker. They cannot hit the green at all because, I mean, it's intimidating. It is really intimidating. But, yeah, Scotty Scheffler won it back-to-back times now. He beat Nick Taylor, and he beat Jon Rahm. And with this win, he secures the #1 spot in official world golf rankings. He's #1 now. #2 is Rory, who was #1 before. We saw that he won the FedEx Open last year. John Rahm's number 3, Cam Smith is 4, and Patrick Cantley is number 5. But if you're not a golf fan, that's fine. But I'm just saying right now, you have to watch this man this year because I didn't get to see Tiger Woods in his prime, like his 1999 to 2000 to 2001. Those 3 years were absolutely amazing. 2009 to 2010 Tiger Woods. I didn't get to see that. I didn't get to see his shot in the Masters out of the bunker in the 12th hole and it land in like that. But if you want to watch some magic this year, you got to watch this man play golf because I think he's going to have one of the greatest golf seasons that anyone has seen in a long time. What we have coming up next, though, for golf is the Genesis Invitational at Riviera Country Club in California. We finally get to see Tiger Woods come back and play a little golf. We haven't seen him play since the Open, St. Andrews Links golf course. So we'll get to see him again, we'll see what he does. And hopefully he can come back because I want him to win his, I think he's tied at 82 right now with, I'm trying to remember who has the all-time, most PGA championships. Let me look that up real quick. But I know Tiger's, what? Who has the most PGA Tour wins? I've typed in wings. Tiger Woods is tied with Sam Snead for the most wins in PGA Tour history at 82. So yes, I was correct. I just want him to get that one more. I want him to claim his all-time GOAT status as the greatest golfer in the world because he is by far to none. If he didn't kill himself in the beginning of his career with his back and everything, we would see a totally different man right now. But like I said, we have the Genesis Invitational coming up February 16th, 19th, next weekend, and Tiger will be there. Before I do one final remarks, Katie, if you can play the Casey transition and go to her real quick, she's going to do a little announcement. She's looking for it. Hold on. Now you got to go to Casey. There we go.
Hi, my name's Casey. I'm the new host for KCPC. That's my podcast for sports analysis and sports talk. Since we have March Madness coming up and the height of basketball season, that's a really good time to discuss about all the things that's going on. And this year, I'm really hoping that my Miami Heat can play above the play-in tournament and just be in the playoffs.
Look at the camera.
Oh, sorry. Thank you. But yeah, so I'm very excited to have this podcast, and I'm very excited to show what I know to the world and my love for sports, just like anyone else that does. And I just want to show why I love sports so much, like basketball and football, and I guess we'll talk a little bit about baseball when we can. And we'll see you next week.
All right, sounds good. I'm not done with shows. I'm going to just do a new show. It's called The Hangout. Every day is going to be a little different. It's not going to be just sports. I'm going to have people come on. I'm going to have interviews with sports people, sports legends. But I'm not just a sports guy. I'm so much more than that. I'm ready to unleash everything I have. So I got a new show called The Hangout coming out. I mean, one day I'm going to talk about the greatest band in the world, Led Zeppelin. The next day I'm going to talk about graphic design and how it has to change the culture of just everyday lives, and people don't just realize that. The other week I'm going to talk about how the O-ring and the Challenger space shuttle caused a catastrophe, and everything's just going to be different. It's going to be my show. I can do whatever I want, kid. So I'm just going to be going on there talking about random subjects, but I promise you I'll do my research. I promise you I'll give you the straight facts, and we're just going to have fun. So, peace out on Bird Talk Radio. I'll probably catch you guys maybe next football season. But for now, you can check me on my new show called The Hangout. And we ready to play that song one last time? We're going to end it. gonna end it with one more beautiful fly, eagles fly on the road to victory. Fight, fight, fly, eagles fly. Score a touchdown, 1, 2, 3. Hit 'em low, hit 'em high, and watch our eagles fly. Fly, eagles fly on the road to victory. E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles! That was not a holding call, but I'll see you guys later. Peace out! Thank you for watching Bird Talk Radio. Again, I am your host, Joshua Martin. If you want to contact me or be on the show, just email me at birdtalkradio2022@gmail.com, or you can call in during the show at 888-994-4995 in Studio A. Have a wonderful day, and remember, go Birds.